There comes a moment in every person's life when the excitement disappears. The motivation fades. The support becomes silence. The dream that once felt exciting suddenly feels heavy. And in that moment, most people stop. Not because they are weak, not because they are incapable, but because pain convinces them that quitting is easier than continuing. And maybe you know exactly what that feels like. Maybe you've worked hard for something and seen no results. Maybe you gave your energy, your time, your focus, and still ended up disappointed. Maybe life hit you so many times that getting back up feels exhausting now. But listen carefully. The people you admire are not people who never struggled. They are people who decided they would not quit, even when life gave them every reason to. Every successful person has a chapter nobody talks about. The lonely nights, the self-doubt, the fear of failure, the moments when nothing made sense. There are entrepreneurs who lost everything before building their success. Athletes who trained for years without recognition. Creators who posted videos for months with no views. People who cried in silence while pretending to be okay in public. Success is never just the reward. It is the survival story behind the reward. And that is why quitting is so dangerous. Because most people quit right before the breakthrough they prayed for. A seed spends a long time underground before anyone sees growth. Imagine if it stopped trying because the surface looked dark. Imagine if it said, "Nothing is happening." Growth is invisible before it becomes visible. The same is true for you. Right now, you may feel like your efforts are pointless. Like nobody notices your struggle. Like your progress is too slow. But slow progress is still progress. Every disciplined day is building a stronger version of you. You don't become powerful by avoiding difficulty. You become powerful by surviving it. Pain teaches lessons comfort never could. Failure teaches humility. Disappointment teaches patience. Loneliness teaches self-reliance. And struggle teaches you who you really are. There's a reason why people who go through hard times often become wiser, calmer, and stronger. Life forces them to grow. Pressure creates resilience. Storms create depth. But the truth is, resilience is not loud. Sometimes resilience is simply waking up and trying again. Sometimes courage is continuing even while afraid. People think confidence comes first. It doesn't. Action comes first. The person who changes their life is usually the person who kept moving while everyone else stopped. While others waited for perfect timing, they started imperfectly. While others complained, they adapted. While others gave up after one failure, they learned and tried again. That is the difference. Winners are not people who never lose. Winners are people who refuse to stay down. And understand this clearly. Your current situation is not your final destination. A bad chapter is not the whole story. There are moments in life when everything feels delayed. You compare yourself to others and wonder why their journey seems easier. But comparison is poison. You are watching someone else's highlight reel while fighting battles nobody sees. Stay focused on your own path. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. But late success is still success. Never let temporary pain convince you to abandon a permanent dream. Because one day, the struggle that almost broke you will become the story that inspires others. One day, the discipline will pay off. One day, the rejection will make sense. One day, the nights you cried, the sacrifices you made, the moments you almost gave up, they will all become proof that you earned your victory. But only if you keep going. And yes, there will still be difficult days ahead. There will still be setbacks, criticism, mistakes, and uncertainty. Life will test your patience again and again. But every challenge is asking you one question. How badly do you want the life you dream about? Because dreams are easy to talk about when life is comfortable. But commitment is revealed when life becomes hard. Anybody can start. Very few can continue. That is why persistence is rare. And rarity creates greatness. So if you are tired, rest, but do not quit. If you are discouraged, breathe, but do not quit. If you feel lost, slow down and reflect, but do not quit. Remember who you wanted to become before fear entered your mind. Remember the younger version of yourself who believed anything was possible. That person is still inside you. You have survived difficult days before. You have overcome pain before. You have gotten back up before. And you can do it again. Because your story is not finished yet. Your purpose is bigger than your current struggle. Your future needs the version of you that refuses to surrender. So stand back up. Face the challenge again. Work again. Believe again. And when life tries to break your spirit, look it in the eye and say, I will not quit.